Have you ever noticed some of the qualities people admire the most can quietly work against you? They don't seem harmful. In fact, they often make you look like a better person. But what if that's exactly what makes them dangerous? Because low self-worth rarely begins with one big moment. It grows quietly, hidden inside everyday habits you don't even question. Which means you could be damaging your self-worth every single day without even realizing it. In this video, we'll uncover 10 everyday habits that quietly affect the way you see yourself. And chances are, at least one of them has already become part of your daily life. Habit number 1. Breaking promises to yourself. Let's start with Milo. Tonight, he makes himself a simple promise. Tomorrow, I'll wake up at 7. He sets his alarm, goes to bed feeling motivated, but when morning comes, he hits snooze. Now here's the part most people miss. The real damage isn't sleeping in. It's what happens every time you break a promise to yourself. Little by little, your own promises start losing their value. Broken promises don't just break habits, they break self-trust. And without self-trust, your self-worth slowly begins to fade. So start small. Make promises you can actually keep. Then keep them.
Habit number 2, seeking external validation. After breaking enough promises to himself, Milo starts looking somewhere else for reassurance. A compliment, more likes, someone saying, "You're doing great." And for a moment, it works. He feels better. But only for a moment. Because when your worth depends on other people's approval, it disappears the moment that approval does. The more you rely on validation from others, the harder it becomes to validate yourself. Real self-worth begins when your opinion of yourself matters more than everyone else's.
Habit number 3, comparing yourself to others. The more your worth depends on other people's approval, the easier it becomes to compare yourself to them. And that's where the trap begins. Milo scrolls through his phone, and suddenly, everyone seems happier, more successful, more confident. What he doesn't see is everything they choose not to share. Comparison is a game you'll never win, because you're comparing your everyday life to someone else's highlight reel. The more you compare, the smaller you begin to feel. Comparison doesn't tell you who you are. It only distracts you from becoming who you could be.
Habit number 4, negative self-talk. After comparing himself for long enough, Milo stops asking, "Why are they doing so well?" and starts asking, "What's wrong with me?" That's when his inner voice begins to change. It grows louder. "I'm not good enough. I'll never be like them. If I were smarter." At first, they seem like harmless thoughts. But the more you repeat them, the more they begin to shape the way you see yourself. The way you speak to yourself eventually becomes the way you see yourself. So the next time your inner voice starts criticizing you, ask yourself one simple question. Would I say this to someone I love?
Habit number 5, people-pleasing. After hearing that critical voice for long enough, Milo starts believing he has to earn other people's approval. So saying no begins to feel uncomfortable. He says yes, even when he wants to say no. At first, it feels like kindness. But over time, he realizes every yes to someone else is a no to himself. People-pleasing isn't kindness, it's the fear of losing approval. And when keeping everyone else happy becomes your priority, you slowly forget that your own needs matter too. Kindness should never require abandoning yourself.
Habit number 6, perfectionism. But self-worth isn't only damaged by how you treat other people. Sometimes it's damaged by the impossible standards you set for yourself. That's where perfectionism quietly takes over. Milo tells himself, "I'll start when I'm fully ready." So he waits, and waits, and never starts. Perfectionism doesn't protect your self-worth, it traps it. Because if nothing is ever good enough, you'll never feel good enough either.
Habit number 7. Basing your worth on achievements. But let's say you finally achieve your goal. You finish what you started. You'd think that would finally make you feel enough. But the feeling fades faster than you'd expect. Milo finally finishes something he's proud of. For a moment, he feels enough. But it doesn't last. Soon, he needs another achievement, another goal, another win. When your worth depends on what you achieve, you'll never feel like you've achieved enough.
Habit number 8, never setting boundaries. Your achievements don't define your worth. Neither should the way other people treat you. Every time you say, "It's fine," when it really isn't, you're teaching people how to treat you. Milo stays quiet, even when something hurts him. He tells himself, "It's not a big deal. I don't want to cause problems." Until staying silent becomes his normal. Every time you ignore your own limits, you teach people to ignore them too. A boundary isn't a wall that pushes people away. It's a line that protects your self-respect.
Habit number 9, constantly apologizing unnecessarily. And sometimes the strongest signs of low self-worth don't look serious at all. They hide inside small words you say without thinking, like, "Sorry." Milo says, "Sorry," when someone interrupts him. Sorry, when he asks a simple question. Sorry, even when he did nothing wrong. Apologizing has its place, but saying sorry for things that aren't your fault quietly teaches you, my needs matter less than everyone else's. Save your apologies for your mistakes, not for taking up space.
Habit number 10, lacking self-compassion. And finally, the moment that matters most is the one right after you make a mistake. How you treat yourself in that moment can either strengthen your self-worth or slowly tear it down. Milo drops something. He forgets something. He fails, just like everyone does. But instead of saying, "It's okay, I'll learn from this," he says, "Of course I messed it up. I'm never good enough." Every mistake becomes another reason to give up on yourself. But self-worth doesn't grow because you never fail. It grows because you don't abandon yourself when you do. Be the person who helps yourself back up, not the one who keeps pushing yourself down.
Maybe you recognized one habit. Maybe you recognized several. That's okay, because awareness is where change begins. You don't build self-worth by becoming a different person. You build it by changing the small things you repeat every day. Every habit is a vote for the person you're becoming. Choose your habits carefully. If this video helped you, tell me which habit stood out to you in the comments. And if you're ready to build a healthier mind, one habit at a time, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.